Greetings, family. Thank you for joining me for episode 4 of Malachi Speaks. This episode, we're going to talk about how do you find a good church. Our last episode, we talked about, should you go to church? Yeah, you should. But, now it's like, let's look at exactly how do you go about finding a church. I know that was another struggle. It's like, okay, Malachi, you telling me I need to go. Now, where do I go? How do I get there? Okay, well, let me tell you. It's a lot of different ways you can find a church, especially in today's time. I mean, it's easy as driving down the street and just seeing some church buildings. You can ask your coworkers, you can ask your fellow schoolmates, in www.google.com. You can find various churches. Now, I know a lot of us get hung up on denominations or that type of thing. That may be a thing for you. Some people do prefer certain denominations. Some people do prefer certain ethnic groups to belong to that particular church. Whatever is important to you, you can really find it out there. I mean, God has really blessed us to have an array of different type of churches for you to choose from. Female pastors, male pastors, gay pastors, straight pastors, whatever your particular preference is. I'm not going to get hung up on that right now. My focus on this message is to get you to go to church. So Joel Osteen always talks about getting into a good Bible-based church. So how do you do that? Well, let me tell you. One good tip is to, first off, just write down exactly what you're looking for. Not only what you're looking for in a church, but also what you're looking to offer. Write down your gifts, write down your strengths, write down your weaknesses, write down the things, your goals, and just kind of when you go to visit churches, keep in mind those particular things. Think about, is this a church where I can grow and where I can offer something? Is this a church where the pastor can lead me to a new spiritual place? Is this a church where, if I plan on staying here and starting a family, is this where my family can continue to grow? Just kind of look at your needs versus what the church offers, but not just only your needs and what the church offers, what the church needs and what you can offer. And, that's a good starting point for any great master work. But also take some considerable time out just to pray about what exactly you want in the church. Ask God to show you a church and take you to the church that you need to be in. And eventually you'll get there. Sometimes it can take one visit for somebody. Sometimes it may take several visits. I know some people who may have visited churches for several years, the same church, and before they decide to actually join and commit themselves. Other people, can go into a church and it just feels right. They know that it's right. They know that the pastor speaks to their heart. The pastor speaks the word of God. Straight from the pastor to them. It's that easy for some people, but it's not that easy for others. So I'm just going to tell you to just be open, take some time, be open to new experiences, be open to new ideas. You may end up in a church that you never thought that you would be in. You might be a small church person that ends up in a big church, or a big church person that ends up in a small church, or a person that particularly likes African American worship styles end up in a more European type church setting, or you never really know. So just keep your options open, keep God first, let God show you and lead you. But I would just overall just say start by asking your friends what church they go to. Or if you see a church that seems like they're doing some good things in the community, stop by there, see what they have going on. But anyway, that's a good starting point for you. God bless you. Keep your head up, keep God first, grow your faith, make your minutes count. See you next time.